nails. So this happens to the best of us, all right? And with age, it obviously gets worse. Most of the time, it's a combination of age, trauma, and fungus. So that is how our nails get thick. People ask me all the time how to prevent this from happening, and I say, don't age, because it's a problem, and that's what happens. So today we're just going to cut these nails down nice and easy. The key to cutting nails is taking small bites, so that's when the patient doesn't complain of any pain. If you take small bites, then it doesn't hurt as much. But, you know, it's this service that we provide for our patients, especially a lot of Medicare patients, it's very valuable to the patient because of the fact that, A, they can't do it, and B, it hurts if their nails are too long. So just doing this simple act for 10 minutes can cause or can relieve a lot of heartache and a lot of foot pain. And that is why we do this on a day-to-day basis. And I'm sorry if my hand gets in the way. Yep, my camera person's going to adjust there. There you go.
Cut them as short as you can.
Oh, I will. See, when you have nails like this, you can't sneak up on people. You click and hit the floor, so you can't sneak up. There. Now you'll be able to sneak up on people, okay?
Yeah.
There you go. You'll be able to fit in your normal shoes and dance and do all the things you want to do. And then, of course, I'll send that cream, okay, so that you have that. You can technically put the cream anywhere, but I obviously only have my jurisdiction in the foot and ankle, so you're going to have to just apply it to there. But you can technically use it on your knees, you know, other joints. But for me, you have to use it on your foot, okay? And you could use it up to 4 times a day. What I'm talking about with the patient is a compound cream. Sorry, a compound cream. So you can see here, this is actually interesting. So this is skin, okay? So when the podiatrist or anybody cuts your nails, they actually have to cut around that area in order to have that whole thing not bleed. If I just went in and went to town on this nail, that whole thing would just be bleeding like crazy. So you try to avoid it by going around it. And the same thing's gonna happen on the subsequent nail. So this is gonna take a little longer just because you have to be careful. These guys are thick. And she's, yeah. It's only been 9 weeks, or has it been longer?
Longer.
That's what I thought. This doesn't look like a 9-week.
Because you called me up. I think I had a whole bunch of company for the month.
Oh, I see. See, darn visitors.
My son came to visit from Alabama.
Oh, nice.
With his family.
How was the visit? Good?
It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
He does a lot for me.
Well, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Every time I go home, my mom has a laundry list of things to do. So my dad actually told me the next time I come home, which will be probably October of next year, I have to rent a dumpster and start cleaning out his house. So that is what I'll be doing in October. There we go. Back in Chicago.
Are they looking to move?
No, they're just preparing because they know they're not going to be able to live there forever. They're going to sell the house eventually.
Gotcha.
So, why, you want to buy their house? Or?
Yeah.
It's really funny because if you Google my parents' house on Google and put their address in, the picture that comes up, because Google takes pictures of streets, right? And they put it on the map. It's a picture where I cleaned out the house and I put garbage all along the front of their lawn for trash pickup. But the problem is the dumpster divers, the guys who want the metal, they came by the night before and just ripped through all the garbage. So it just looks like my mom's house is trashed. Oh. It's really funny. So we actually have to go out there again and reorganize the garbage in order for the garbage man to pick it up. This is like, I don't even know, like 8 years ago.
And it's still the same picture?
Still the same picture. They never redid it. So I'm going to take a chance here, okay? Oh boy, let's see what happens. No scream, that's good. So that was an educated guess. I obviously can see where her good skin starts and the callous skin begins. So you may wonder why I keep putting my finger in front of it. It's so that I don't get hit by a toenail that's flying at 30 miles an hour after I cut it. I'm not trying to block your view. I don't want it to hit anybody. So there's quite a bit of energy that happens when you cut the toenail and they're this long. You can see how I'm getting into those corners. I just wanted to be comfortable for a long period of time in case she gets other visitors. Any more visitors coming?
No, my other son just left from Alabama. He just left. Him and his wife came down.
Nice.
My daughter only lives 2 streets over, so she takes care of me most of the time.
Good. That's what we're supposed to do, right? You guys brought us into this world. We have to take care of you guys after, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a tough one. This is good that I'm working out, okay? I started lifting weights the other day. Here. It's true. Unfortunately, it's true. I don't work out a lot. There we go.
That one's the one I try to peel.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, this is the what did you call it? What did you pull out of it?
I pull all the white stuff out.
Yeah.
But it was so soft it would just peel off, and I was afraid to pull it.
Yeah, and that's what all this, I know I'm going to give you a better view, but all this is just fungus. Okay? Layers and layers of fungus. That's all it is. And to treat it is difficult because it takes forever. You got to wait for the nail to grow out, and it takes 6 months to a year for the nail to grow out. It's just not easy to treat. There is no end-all be-all cure. Marketing people try to sell you all the time that they say, oh, laser's the thing and the pill is the thing. And it may work for some people, but it doesn't work for everybody. If there was an end-all be-all cure, we'd be using it. So what we do is we throw the kitchen sink at it and we try the pills, the laser, topicals, cream for the feet, everything you can. Apple cider vinegar soaks, everything. And then maybe we get lucky. But at least we know you're going to get some improvement. That hurt?
A little bit.
Sorry, let me take a little smaller bite. There. I'm just trying to get this down as far as possible.
Yes, please.
You know what I mean? Because I know it annoys you. You're going to be a model after this, a foot model. You have to start an Instagram account. Do you know what Instagram is?
A what?
Nope. Okay. Instagram? You ever hear of it? Okay. You ever hear of Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of like Facebook, except it's mostly pictures. Actually, it's all pictures, pretty much. I am new to this, so I am learning as well.
Oh.
I'm trying to educate the masses on what this is, because it's a pretty neat thing. It's a neat tool. Nice little social media tool. I talk like it's something small. It's rather large.
It's huge.
And it's old. I mean, it's been around for a while.
Yes, it has.
I have kids, so I don't have time for this stuff, okay?
How many kids do you have?
I have 2, a boy and a girl. My girl is 8. My son is 6. And then I got one bun in the oven.
Oh,
So
wow.
22 weeks.
Do you know what it is?
A boy.
Oh.
It's going to be another boy.
Are the kids excited?
I had 4.
The kids are
3 boys and a
excited.
girl.
3 boys and a girl, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Who were the easiest?
Who was the easiest?
Yeah. Who was the easiest?
Well, I think the boys were when they were little, and then my daughter was after teenagers. Well, maybe not teenagers, but when they were all teenagers, they were all rough.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really control the hormones, right?
No.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's what I'm afraid of. So my daughter already tells me that I don't get her.
Oh.
That she's 8. And she says, Dad, you don't get me. Like, if I keep asking, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know, because I want her to answer the questions. You don't get me, Dad. I'm like, oh, okay. I get that I feed you. I get that I put a roof over your head. I get all these other things. Sorry. Again, I'm trying to...
Actually saying, you don't understand me, Dad.
Exactly. It'll convert to that. And then it'll be, Dad, you're ruining my life, you know, because I won't let her go to some party where there's no parents. I can predict this. My chest is hurting just thinking about it right now. It's not good. I can't wait for that adventure to begin. So right now I'm trying to enjoy my kids as much as possible.
Yeah.
They're at the perfect age.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's when it's all important.
Exactly. And I ask my patients all the time, I'm like, you know, and what did you guys do? And they said always you have to spend more time with your kids when they're young. Because when they're older, they kind of don't want to be there.
Yeah,
They got their own thing.
they get the once they get a girlfriend or a boyfriend,
It's over.
it's over. Yeah.
Mom and Dad are on the back burner. That one's stuck nicely.
Until they break up and then they come back
Then
and
they-
then they leave again. When it's got someone else.
And rinse and repeat. The cycle comes back, huh? Jeez. I got that corner out. That's good.
But then you worry about them too because
Well, yeah. I don't think you ever stop, right?
because when they marry somebody that is completely different than they are, it
Mm-hmm.
just
It's true. You can see it, right?
yeah.
You see,
And you can't open your mouth. You
No.
can't say a thing.
oh no, that would probably be a bad idea. Ooh, look at that. See how that lifted? Sometimes a nail will show you where to go.
Yeah, just see that ingrown like almost
I
in
do.
the skin. Yeah, that's that. But I think that's the toe.
You're going to see a big transformation with this one. Because I'm getting a lot of it. I'm just going to keep hitting you.
It's okay.
I'm used to it. No
There you
problem.
go.
No problem. You see all this? So that's all going to go away. Oh, finally, pink skin. Look at that. Yay. See the skin right there? Normal skin. Normal. We want normal skin. The burr is going to be a big thing too when I sand these guys down. Obviously, right now they look like mountains, and we don't want them to look like that. So I know my big thing is I know that patients, if they go home and their sock catches on their nail, I didn't do my job right. Because then that means they're going to curse my name later, right? If I make you rip your pantyhose because my job of cutting your nails, you're not going to like me later.
Yeah, that's like trying to get my socks on. The worst toe is that last little one there.
Oh yeah, the fifth?
Over there.
Yeah.
The last one.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it catches on my socks, and then I have to take.
that's
I
a good
don't
one.
feel it until I get my shoe on, and then I have to sit down and redo it again because the nail is caught in the sock and
Right.
it's pulling on my foot.
Right. No, I hear you. So this is looking pretty good, guys. The rest I could just smooth out, but that's going to be comfortable for her for at least 9 weeks.
Big
Yeah, I try to
difference.
dig
difference.
into that one.
I'll make it look pretty in a second, okay? It's going to get loud and stuff, but that's okay. These ones are obviously easy, way easier. I'm going to see where this goes. Oh, there it goes.
Ooh, intrigue.
I wonder if I can angle these things to make them go a certain way.
I don't know about that.
No, oh, see, that was better. That was controlled. This one's a little ingrown.
Thank God there's nobody in that chair.
Who's got to clean the room? I'm
The
sorry.
last time I was here, did I have a broken leg or something? No. I think I did that after I saw you.
I don't think so. I would have remembered that.
I had broke the bone from here.
You're
from
kidding.
Here.
What'd you do that for?
I fell.
Oh, jeez.
And it was about 6 to 8 weeks before I could walk on the.
True.
Well, it was 6 weeks before I could walk on it. At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, that's usually the thing, is 6
The
to 8
doctor
weeks.
didn't want me to stand on it or even put any pressure on it whatsoever.
True, because otherwise you might break the bone again, right?
Yeah.
You mess up their work.
Do you know what that black stuff is in the front of that nail?
Where?
In front of your
The one
hand?
that
What,
you're
the
on.
you're
This
doing?
one? Oh, blood.
Is it blood?
Somehow, some way you hit the nail. I'm assuming because they were long. So what happens is, it's a good question. What happens is you hit the front of the nail, the long nail, and it jams into the back. And so that's when you get the blood back here. So it's called a subungual hematoma. Okay? And so in school I was
I
taught,
was afraid it was something else, like, how sugar diabetes should start getting black.
so that's a great question
It
too.
scared me.
That's a great question too. So if the nail gets black, the worst case scenario, we assume cancer. Okay? That's what we assume. So there's a thing called Hutchinson sign, and Hutchinson sign is when the discoloration leaks into the skin. If you see that sign, you better biopsy the heck out of that nail and the tissue, because it may be melanoma. Okay? So that's,
But that one's all right, right?
this one's fine. It's localized to the nail, so I'm not too worried about it. The key is when you start growing that nail out, right? And then you want to move over to the other, so you're not straining your back. Yeah. The key is when you, are you recording still, or?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So the key is when it starts growing out, you see the black grow out with it. Then you know it's because of the blood. It'll grow out with the nail. Okay. So that's all. So we'll watch it, and you're not leaving us, right?
No.
You're gonna come back. Okay, good. We'll leave the light on for you. Okay. There. Small bites.
Yeah, my daughter took the day off, so we got another doctor's appointment this afternoon
That one I got her a little bit.
for pain management.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We'll attack it from this way. It's good to be ambidextrous when you cut nails, by the way. It makes your life easier. There. And I can get the rest from this side. Thank you. What a difference. You're going to feel lighter. Right?
It is.
looks a lot better
It
already.
does, I agree. It's going to even look better once I sand them down. There. And your daughter can wait, right?
She'll wait. I have to sit up there and wait for her.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
You do. Okay. So now we're on to the sanding business.
Do you want a mask?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I don't do this. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right. That's the sound I like. Let me know if it's uncomfortable, okay? So what I like to do is I like to just make sure there's no edge. Yeah, that makes sense. No sharp edges. And I feel...
I don't like them square. I like them round.
Oh, they're rounded, that's for sure. Again, skin, nail, skin, nail. See the little fleshy part? I'm not doing that. A lot of the time I'll use the tip of the burr because it's just easier. And there are different burrs we can get. I know a place that used to use Shannon burrs, which are like a really thin burr, and they used to stick it in the corner right here and clean out all that stuff in between the nail and the skin. And it worked really well. It's just, you know, is it necessary? No, but it's an option. Right now I'm just trying to make it a little thinner. Very nice. I think my phone needs a mask. That's about it. Oh, another key with burring is you got to stabilize yourself, just like any good surgeon. Not that this is surgery, but you got to stabilize the hand, otherwise the bit may bite and then pull you a certain way, and you don't want to go into their skin, especially at this high speed. Much better. I can actually do a little more with the nail nipper, and I probably will. Good. So with this, you can tell what I'm doing is I'm just... Yeah, so...
I tried to feel it, you know, like, because it's like a double layer.
Correct, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm not just leaving it on there like the nails, I'm just touching it, because it doesn't... You don't want to burn the skin. And this is moving really fast RPM, so you just kind of touch it with the burr, and it'll shave it gently off. That's at least what I do, so that I don't hurt the patient. But obviously, we took an oath to do no harm. You can tell a huge difference from the beginning. So that looks pretty darn good. Looks good? I know. Again, just kissing the skin so that we're not burning a hole through their skin. What's that? Yep. Okay, I'll make sure it's not. From my point of view, it wasn't, but I'll double check it, okay? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I didn't want to cut that. That's what happens when the nail makes a pinch like this around the skin. Yeah, it's called a pincer nail, believe it or not. It won't peel off. That's your actual flesh. Yeah, you don't want to peel that one off, because it'll bleed like crazy. So this one I can... No, not really. You're good. You got enough to do. What do you take? Violet's okay. Oh, geez. Are you serious? Holy... Well, someone loves you. Holy cow. For those of you who don't know, an aorta is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big artery. One of the main arteries. I nicked her a little there on that one with the flesh that's underneath the nail. And she's not wrong, she bleeds. Which is good. I'd rather have her bleed than not bleed. Linda King? Yep. So here's flesh too. Here's like skin. Okay, so don't worry if that's pointy.
If you don't have a tub, the people that the children to have it, I have two flowers. reason I keep it soaked is if I take them out. I broke my husband when he died, and I couldn't get into the tub. So we had to take them out and put flowers in the tub.
No, you're good. Quite a bit thinner. I'll take it. Let me just do my test here. Make sure that I don't have anything sticking out or too sharp. So I usually just run a gauze over it, and obviously does two things. It cleans the toe of all the dust, and then it also can feel for any catches. So it's catching on right on this. It's catching on the tip of the toe. Probably gonna smooth that out a little bit more too. A little work. This takes time, but once I do it now, now that I'm doing most of the work right now, it's gonna be easier the next time you come in. Okay, that's the only reason we're taking this much time. Usually it's like a quick 7-minute thing, you know.
But driving in, and luckily I got my daughter. She had a
Yeah.
foot, and
Right.
I got her
That's she's a captive audience, right?
Where you live?
I don't live far. I live on over near the
Air Force Base?
no above Gandy and near going across to St. Pete,
Gotcha.
near West Shore, between West Shore and Manhattan.
Okay.
Before you get to Gandy.
Okay, I think we're the majority of it's done, so we're gonna cut this video here. So the next stuff is just gonna be tweaking a little bit, just because I don't like the way that third nail looks, and then of course I gotta stop the bleeding on the fourth nail on the right. And so everything else looks pretty darn good, but just I'm gonna tweak a little bit, and you guys don't need to sit here for that. And then I also gotta shave a couple calcium on the bottom. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something today. There's dust all over my lens, so if you can't really see me, I apologize. But this is Dr. Cruz signing off from Healthy Feet Podiatry. I guess you can subscribe.